I had a really good question. What are those strange statues on your desk? Well, these we call in English Foo Dogs, although they're really not dogs. These have an origin back to Chinese Han Dynasty, and they go way back to the 2nd century BCE, long time ago. Back then, lions were introduced to China through the silk trade route, and lions were kept by the emperor as a status of power and strength. And these old lions served as an inspiration for these statues you see here. These are called imperial lion guardians. So these are not dogs, these are lions, even though we call them Foo Dogs. The lion is one of the divine Chinese beasts in mythology. In China they call these Shi, which means lion, or Shishi stone lions. Chinese do not use the word dog to describe these. They are lions. And you see these in temples, you see them in the front of houses, you see them all over the place in sanctuaries, even in gardens. And they have a lot of symbolism behind them, which I'll talk about. Sometimes these are called stone lions. When I was visiting temples in Japan, these were called Komainu. That's the Japanese word. But we call them in English countries Foo Dogs. That's just the way that our culture picked up on them. Now, I'll put a picture up of Shishi. Shishi are the large stone statues that you see on the gates of temples and things like that. These before you are called Tongshi, which means bronze lion. So these are a pair of bronze lions that I bought several years ago. Usually these are kept outdoors, but I keep them indoors sometimes, and I have several pair. I also have a pair of white large Foo Dogs at my fireplace at home, which is kind of like the British Staffordshire dogs. I also have a pair of these in front of my house, which are made of cement, which will hold up to the elements. I don't recommend you put these outdoors, not the bronze ones. Foo Dogs are typically depicted as fierce, crouching beasts and lions. Their menacing visages serve as deterrents to anyone who might enter your home with malicious intent. You can see here how these have stylized teeth and eyes, claws, and these totems are intended to capture the power and raw emotion of the animal. In contrast, the European depictions show musculature. These don't have much on them. It's the teeth and the eyes and the expressions that have the symbolism. This is the female lion, and she rests her paw down here on a playful cub who is on his back. Can you see that there? There's a little lion cub, hard to see, who's upside down, and she's holding him down. She's not holding him down out of anger. And this represents the yin of yin-yang. Inward power. She's expressing her nurturing strength by protecting the cub with compassion, loving care, counsel, teaching, and feminine healing. She is protecting these people inside the building that she sits in front of. So this is the male lion, and he is resting his paw on a little embroidered ball, a sphere down here, as you can see. And this is a sphere of imperial influence, could be seen as the earth, and he's illustrating the concept of yang, which represents outward spirit and dominion over the physical world. So he represents power, strength, ferocity, and aggressive courage. He is usually depicted with his mouth open, here roaring to repel bad luck, and his spiritual roar with the outward breath, and this represents the O of the sacred syllable Om. He fiercely protects the building, the sacred ground around it. Sometimes these lions have pearls in their mouth. These do not, but sometimes you'll see them with giant pearls in their mouth, and the pearls represent the sacred breath. Shishi were sometimes placed in front of homes of high-ranking officials, and the number of curls on the lion's mane represented the rank. The more curls the lion had, the higher the rank of the house it was sitting in front of. The pair together represents yin-yang, or in-yo in Japan, which is the dynamic balance in all things in life. In this particular pair, both lions have their mouths open, but usually one has it open O, and the other has it shut, as in Om. Mouth open representing the beginning of life, the creation of life, and the mouth closed representing the close of life, death, and the cycle coming to a natural end. If you choose to buy some of these, they're available all over the internet. And if you believe in such things as energy or chi, I do not, but if you do, then there are certain ways that you should place these at your home or temple or garden. To arrange the Foo Dogs properly, they should be placed on either side of the door or entryway, looking outward. This keeps the building at their back, so they can watch for bad spirits or guests. If you are looking to your door, which would be behind these lions, the female here goes on the left. She is on the inward side. She is the steadying hand. She is the tiger side of the home. Sitting on the right is the powerful male, who is the dragon side, the active side. He guards the grounds, the house, and keeps evil spirits out of the property. You see these lion dogs in many, many countries because of Buddhist origin. So they were in temples all over the Eastern world, in Tibet, Burma, Korea, Laos, Cambodia, Singapore, Vietnam, Thailand. Each culture has its own unique name for these stone lions. In America, we simply call them Foo Dogs, a bit of a misnomer since they're actually stone guardian lions. These ancient guardian symbols are a really good addition to anyone's home, hearth, or garden. Traditionally, they're placed outside. Keep them in a pair. Female and male, they will guard the sacred space around your home. They're not religious in nature, but they're certainly cool and cultural, and they will bring a lot of joy to your special place wherever you live. These are the Foo Dogs, the Shishi, Komainu.